Denise. On this channel, we create a wardrobe and home that you love. Today, we're talking curtains. I have custom linen curtains that weigh a ton. The curtains have pulled the brackets out of the wall because of the weight, and I made the mistake of using plastic anchors when installing the brackets. So today, we're going to fix that problem. You can see that if you look on the upper left-hand side of the room, the curtain rod is sagging. Today, I'm going to share with you how I switched out the plastic anchors for more substantial metal toggle bolts. But before I do, if you're new here, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. I call these butterfly anchors because they look like butterfly wings, and it's just a prettier name. I live in a 1920s California Craftsman, and so the walls are hollow, and I needed anchors that are appropriate for hollow walls. When I installed the bracket that is failing now, there was no wood or lath behind the plaster, and so I ended up using that plastic anchor, and it was, let's just say, total garbage. So today we're going to install this bracket, and I'm going to show you how. No. Please pardon my house clothes, but I had to remove the curtains in order to get this job done. What I found is that the plastic anchor had completely pulled out of the wall, and the only reason the bracket was still attached to the wall is because the bottom screw did hit lath or wood behind the plaster. When I attempted to remove the anchor, it just spun in place. I used my drill and my screwdriver to get the bottom screw out, and then I ran to the hardware store to get the appropriate size butterfly anchor. Let me show you how this one works. When you insert the anchor into the wall, you have to pinch it to get it into the hole. Once it's behind the hole, the wings snap open like this, and that's what prevents it from ever slipping out. You have to be sure to leave enough space between your bracket, enough space on the screw, between the bracket and the tip of these wings so that it can snap open. Then you're going to drill, and as you drill the screw in, it will pull the anchor in closer and closer to the wall so that you get a tight seal, and the anchor won't spin inside of the wall. There were other things that factored into my successfully hanging heavy drapes without any sag. And so we're going to transition into the segment that I call my favorite things. I'm going to share with you the hardware that I use, curtain rods, rings, and other things that you're going to need in order to get heavy curtains up on your wall without any sag. Let's start with the curtain rods. I specifically wanted double curtain rods so that I could hang shears underneath the drapes. Mine are adjustable rods that come in multiple lengths so that you can install wall-to-wall drapes if you want to, just like I did. The center bracket that comes with the rod further reinforces the length of the rod so that the whole thing won't sag. Whether or not your curtains are heavy, having a center bracket really helps support the whole thing so that it doesn't move around. Another reason why I chose these specific curtain rods is because I have a corner that I need to wrap around. Not only do I have wall-to-wall curtains, they wrap around a corner at 90 degrees. I searched for the most cost-effective, beautiful curtain rods that I could find, and I found these. With simple black, modern finials, they not only look good, they're priced right. And so I am putting the link to this specific rod with these finials and the center bracket all in one package for you in the description box. As for the corner connector, let me show you what I used. This ball has 2 screws that will connect 2 rods at multiple angles. I had a 90-degree corner, but your corner might vary in degree. For example, if you have a bay window and the ball adjusts to fit your curtain rod needs. I absolutely love geometry, and so I love the clean lines that this corner ball, I'm calling it, this connector created. Next, you're going to need curtain rings. I use 2 different sizes, but you might not have to. The diameter of the outer rod is slightly larger than the diameter of the inner rod. I chose curtain rings that are in direct proportion to the size of the rods. I used 1.5-inch rings for the outer rod, which worked really well with my heavy drapes. And then I used 1.25-inch rings to hang the shears on the inside. They're lighter weight, thinner rod, smaller ring. I'm linking the curtain rings for you below as well. The last thing I want to share with you is this clear plastic tape. Not the most creative name, but it's called curtain ring slide tape. If your curtains get caught on the bump of an adjustable rod when you try to close them, you can place this tape on top of the rod, which helps the curtain ring slide with ease. The clear tape comes with an adhesive so it's easy to install, and a bonus is that it reduces the screeching sound when you do this. Please leave a comment below and tell me if you'll try any of the hardware pieces that I shared so that you can fix your sagging curtain rod. If you haven't yet, click the subscribe button and the notification bell. And one of the best ways that you can support my channel is by clicking on the links in the description box. If you're not done watching, I'm going to leave you 2 videos in case you want to check them out. Thanks for spending some time with me. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next week.